Hi, I'm Andrew, and welcome back to Plant Life Project. Today I want to share with you how I make two types of Riparium planters to grow plants like Pothos or Peace Lily in my fish tanks, and they can also be used for other plants as well. These are so easy to make, and they use materials that are easy to find, and they're so much cheaper than buying Riparium planters. So let's take a look at the first type.
I have found that using egg crate ceiling panels works very well for making custom planters. Because it is a grid, it's easy to measure, to cut, and assemble. I use wire cutters or tin snips to cut, and I attach the pieces with zip ties. You may want to file down the sharp edges where the cuts were made to prevent injury of your fish. And since the panels only come in white, I always spray paint mine with Krylon Fusion Black and let it dry at least 48 hours before exposing it to the water. This is a commonly used paint for aquarium use and is safe for the fish after it dries and cures. The hooks that I use to hang the planters from the side of the tank are from IKEA, and they are perfect for this, and I paint them black as well. So this type of planter is just right for smaller ripariums, but of course you can also make larger planters for large tanks.
Now the second type of Riparium planter is for larger tanks, and I make these using 10-inch pond plant baskets. Now you can make two different shapes of planters with these baskets.
By cutting the basket in half and using an oversized backing out of the egg crate ceiling panel and attached with zip ties, of course, you can have a great rectangular planter. And the back is oversized in order to minimize the planter from sagging forward, and it keeps it stable. The second type is a square planter. I cut the 10-inch basket into quarters and take two of the quarter pieces and attach them together to form a square. It does require some trimming to get them to fit together properly, but these are so easy to make.
I've seen several places online that are selling Riparium planters for around $10 each, but you can create two planters using one 10-inch pond plant basket and some zip ties, all for around $4. So that's two planters for $4. Sounds like a good deal to me.
These are the planters that I use for growing Riparium plants in my greenhouse because they are cheap and easy to customize, like into floating planters using foam, or I can line the planter with paper or cloth so it can hold mud for bog type plants, or I can hang them from the edge of a tank or a container pond. So these types of planters give me a modular system where I can easily move plants around to different containers or tanks, and this gives me the ability to experiment with growing the same plant indoors or outdoors and play around with different plant designs.
Follow these steps that I've shared with you today and go build your own Riparium planters. And please let me know in the comments section how this works out for you. Who knows, maybe you have some ideas that could further improve these planters for your specific needs. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this content. Thank you for watching, and remember, it's all about the plants.